Hi there, Crystal Thompson here with the Unity Project. I'm going to show you how we're going to make this awesome card using the February 2020 WITS kit, so stay tuned. Hey guys, we are ready to create with the Let Your Soul Wander. This is February 2020 WIT kit. This is the newest kit of the month for Unity, and I hope that you guys grab it. So let me show you what we're going to be using for this project. We're going to use the Let Your Soul Shine. We're going to be using the mountains, the trees, and the sentiments. Also going to be using the Nuvo Drops Oyster Gray included in the kit, and then 2 colors of Copics or markers or color pencils, whatever it is that you got. And then for our cardstock, let me show you what we got. So we got some matching pairs here. So we got some Kraft cardstock that has been trimmed down to fit and be matted with that white, and then we're going to mat it again with this beautiful Kraft, and it's the same thing as the one in the back. And then last but not least, we are going to be stamping with this is going to be the top of it, and we're going to be using some chocolate chip. This is a water-based Stampin' Up! Ink. You can use whatever you like, so let's get started. So we're going to pop this off, and we're going to set everything aside just so we don't get it all inky. And I'm going to grab my mountains, and I really love how beautiful this illustration is, and I'm just going to bring it over, and so I'm going to pop it right around the center, and I am going to cut around it. So this is going to kind of be a mountain pop-up card. So we got that right there, and then before we go too far, I'm going to bring in my sentiment since my chocolate chip ink is already ready to go, and we're just going to use the same ink for everything. So it's going to make it super fast and very quick and easy to create with your WIT kit. So if you haven't seen this, again, this is month 2 for this kit. It was released. The first one was January, and it's sold out. So if you are watching this prior, if you're on the fence, go grab it because it will sell out. All right, so that's my spiel for today. Then I'm going to grab the trees, and again, inking up. We're going to do these guys down here. We're going to give this a little forest. And then we're just going to stagger. So now you have your forest down below, and then you have your sentiments. So I'm going to grab my cardstock, and I'm being very careful to not get inky fingers. I'm going to bring in my scissors, and we are going to cut around it. So we're just going to follow the lines. We're going to try to leave the lines where they're at, so don't cut through them. And then you could come back with a different similar color marker and do the edging of it if you really wanted to pop out. So just going to do this simple cutting, and I am using the Tim Holtz scissors, and I absolutely love these for fussy cutting. And I do have smaller hands, but there are different sizes available, including lefties. All right, so there is my mountain ready to go. So we're going to start putting our card together. Okay, so to put our card together, I've added some flat adhesive, just my Tombow runner on the back. And I love creating this type of card because you can create a really fun effect by just layering cardstock and using very basic supplies. And I'm really just trying to use the contents of the WIT kit. So I am matting my cardstocks, and this white just really provides a fun little border. And then we're going to come in with the one that we had cut out earlier, and you can place it flat, or you can add some foam. And so I'm going to add some foam. I have my foam adhesive, and I think I should have bought this. I should have bought stock with whoever invented it because I use so much of it. So I'm just going to add a couple little pieces of foam. We're going to remove that backing, and then we're going to place it on the bottom corner. So we're going to line up our corners, and then just make sure that that foam's not peeking through. We're going to add it right on this edge. Make sure it's centered. And then so now you have your mountain landscape. So what we're getting ready to do here, we're going to add our sentiment, and we're going to add foam on that too. And you're wondering, why did we have Copics? Well, let me tell you, we have Copics because we're going to add just a little bit of shading without having to really color the image. So I have my foam adhesive, and I'm going to remove that backing, and we're going to foam it. We are going to layer it so you have a nice thick layer. Then we're going to put our sentiment. Okay. And now we're going to come in with our Copics. In this case, I have E50 and W3. And I just wanted to add a little bit of shading. So we're going to shade just the tops of where this is technically snow, right? So depending on what effect you're looking for, you can even go ahead and color. But we're just trying to keep it very simple and easy to mass produce if necessary. Then I'm going to come in with my E50 and just add a little bit of warmth to this. Since we use that W3, that's a gray, but it's a warm gray. And then by adding a little bit of this skin-colored Copic, it's going to grab some of that brown ink and really make it pop. And then last but not least, we have our Nouveau Crystal Drops in Oyster Gray. And we're just going to add a couple little droplets. And so as you can see, there's air in mine starting to pop up. So all you have to do is work this down so we get that air out. You're going to have a little bit of overflow, and that's okay as long as you can clear that out. And then you can just flip this over and start adding your Nouveau drops. And when you're working with Nouveau, if you haven't done so before, you want to lift up. You really don't want to lift to the side or drag it, or you'll have like a little teardrop as opposed to some just very nice little circles. And you can make them bigger just by squeezing more. And these are self-leveling, so they are gonna level. So that's exactly what I was saying not to do, was to do it sideways. So we're gonna come back here shortly and just clean it up with our scissors. But aside from that, we are done with this card. Very easy, using very basic supplies and the contents of the wood kit. Guys, that does it for me. Crystal Thompson here today with you. Have a lovely day.